Once again, my beautiful viewers, how are you guys doing this great weekend? Today's date is February 21st, 2026. Just trying to get a quick episode out there. I did like a quick run of this video. I'm just trying to get a longer video on my other platforms explaining more of why it's happening. Basically, there's strange noise coming out of the sky, and it is puzzling a lot of people. A lot of people are baffled by this. Um, People, first and foremost, guys, it just happened again in Florida, off the coastline of Florida, basically over there in the Key West, over there in the Keys, and it freaked out people in the neighborhood. I mean, there's multiple videos all over the internet where people are baffled by this. They're wondering what's really happening, what's going on, and why is this noise coming from the sky that sound like a trumpet? First and foremost, guys, let me go back a few years um, because I've been watching this for a long time. I would say maybe 10 to 12 years, maybe even more. This, for me, all started back in 2012. I've noted back in 2012, I noticed a bright light during the wintertime. I think it was December 2012, appeared, and it was very unusual. I didn't seem to know what causes it, but what helped me to actually adapt to this information quickly is because a friend of mine gave me a book on it was about the Sumerians. They were talking about it was basically on Zacharias Stitchin, talking about Nibiru, Planet X, and so forth. And I got into the book, and which helped me understand what I'm looking at here. First and foremost, we live in a binary solar system. And this is all going to make sense, and all this information I'm putting out at the beginning of this episode will literally make sense to why this sound is happening in the sky. Now, as I said, we live in a binary solar system. Every We don't have one sun; we actually have two. The second sun is actually way bigger than the sun that we're normally used to seeing. And again, this is not something that they talk about. Um, on a regular basis. It's not common knowledge, guys. You know, regular people don't know this information. Every 3,654 years, we have a secondary sun with seven planets, four moons come around close to our solar system, where one of their planet come into our solar system. And on that planet live giant beings, which of course our creator that created us is on that planet. Again, Three Eye Atlas is something that when it came to our solar system, I already know what it was. That was uh say it for what it is. I would say extraterrestrial doing recon, seeing the way we're run doing things, the way we're operating. And I'm not trying to be rude or trying to insult anyone, but they want to see how stupid we've become. I mean, how dumbed down we've become. So by knowing that, they would report to whoever they need to report to before the whole army get here of giants. Because trust me, one thing I know, folks, they're coming. They've been here before and they're coming back. I already know this is not our planet. This planet belongs to them, but it's when all this started with the binary star, I've noticed, during the wintertime, if you've ever seen a star, you'll see it appeared early in the morning over right in the direction of sunrise, and during the summertime you see it appear in sunset. um and yeah, I start seeing it more right after 2014 until now. And also right after that, when it started to appear more in the sky, I've noticed one thing: a strange noise start to appear in the sky. This noise is something it's heard all over the world. I have seen videos of this strange activity happening in Alaska. It just happened off the coast of Florida over there in the Keys. I've seen it happen in Sweden. I've seen it happen in the Middle East. Canada, seen places like Canada, and especially Canada. I've seen a lot of videos from Canada, Montreal, Quebec, um, Ottawa. I've seen videos from Ottawa. People record this thing. Mexico, South America. Um, Pretty much every single nation on this planet have recorded a trumpet-like noise coming from the sky, and experts have no idea what it is. They even said it themselves out their mouth. We have no clue what's happening. At least they're honest about it, and I respect them for that. It got so common, folks, that they actually made movie on this. They made a movie on it. It wasn't a high budget movie, but the movie was basically strange noise coming from the sky. I watched a little bit of it. I was like, whoa, this is crazy. So every now and then, there's nuggets of truth in movies, whether you want to believe it or not. They put it in the movie, but if you're paying attention, you'll get it and you'll pick it up. Um, Now, going back to this binary system I was talking about, the closer this thing get to our planet, and this is how I know it's getting closer. Let me break it down for you. As I said, during the wintertime, it appear in the sky. Over the years, it would last for like a month. The visibility of it would last for like a month. Now it went to 2 month and a half, the visibility, because I was taking notes of everything. Then it went to 2 months. I mean, the visibility, you mean you get up, you see it. The length of the time is getting longer and longer as the year progresses for me in the future while I'm taking notes. So that when I start reading further into Nibiru, Planet X, the Hopi Indians call it red and blue Kachina. When I started to see that it's actually a solar system that's headed towards our solar system with 7 planets and 4 moon, one of that planet entering our solar system, then I started to use critical thinking. If something is getting closer to us, that means the visibility of that object will be a lot more visible, and it would linger a lot longer. So by start noticing the visibility of this binary star started extended a lot more when it comes to the weeks and the days during the wintertime, I came to the conclusion that it's basically getting a lot closer to our solar system. And these noise, when I start tracking these noise in the sky, these noise actually last a lot longer now in the sky. First, it would last for like 10 minutes back in 2015, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. A key component about these noise too, it's never the same pitch. It's never the same length either when it comes to the length of the noise. It varies. So understandable. But recently, back in 2002, all the way up to 2005, the noise is lasting sometimes for like days on top of days. It doesn't go all day long. It goes in increments. We hear it for like an hour, stop, start up back again in like another hour or two, run for like another 3, 4 hours, stop. It comes in increments. But the activity of the noise in the sky is lasting now a lot longer, which lead me to what I said before, that they made a movie on this thing. The news is now running reports on this noise. They're admitting to the fact we don't know what it is. We have no clue what this noise is. The only thing we know is that it sounds like a trumpet. It's strange. It's waking people up. Experts have no clue where who's making it, what's making it. I think they do. I think they do because I know why. So obviously they do also. But they can't tell you due to the fact that it would cause mass hysteria. Because once you start giving people the information that they need to hear, what's coming after that is this thing called why. No, that why, they don't want to answer that why. So instead of acting like telling people they know, they said, we don't know. But I do believe they do. We're living in some strange times, guys. Very, very strange times. The planet, the closer this binary star gets to us with the seven planets and four moon, it affects our electromagnetic field. So it causes electromagnetic disturbances. Every single planet in our solar system is now being affected by this. It's not just Earth. The moon is now wobbling in a way we have never seen it wobble before. The moon is behaving different. Venus is started to behave different. Every single planet. But just because we're not used to seeing this doesn't mean it never happened before. Guys, listen. Humans have been here for over a million years. And I can say that confidently. Over there in Eurasia, they've found human bone that predate over a million years, skull. So I know we have legitimate proof in the scientific world to prove that Homo sapiens have been here a lot longer than what we think it is. During the Ice Age, which is like 120 years ago, it ended like 11,000 years ago, by the way. During the Ice Age, we have four forms of Homo sapien living on our planet, four different types, including us. We're the Homo sapien that is called Homo sapiens sapien. There's another Homo sapien that's the Neanderthal, and there's two other forms. The Homo sapiens sapien, which is us modern humans, the only difference that we had is that our brain were bigger. For the 20,000 years during the Ice Age, Homo sapiens sapien, which is us, we interbreed with Neanderthals and the other form of Homo sapiens to actually stay alive. Because keep in mind, we're living in the Ice Age, brutal cold. So the lifespan of Homo sapien during that time, if you live to see 24, 25, kudos to you. They start having babies extremely young in that time because they have to do whatever they have to do to keep the human population going. We are the only one that make it out of it. The first civilization to make out of the Ice Age is the Atlanteans, which is us modern humans. The Atlanteans is not a myth. It's a true story. Do your research. It's located north of Africa towards Spain. That's where the capital was of Atlantis. The remains are still there. So every couple of years, couple thousand years, which is 3,654 years, we go through a phase for 200 years. And this is what comes with it. Strange storms. You see the other day, Florida got hit what? They got like a 20-degree weather thing for like 2 or 3 weeks, which is insane. I've never seen that before in Florida. Central Florida got snow. That hurricane that hit Jamaica made history. So, due to the fact that this binary system is getting closer to our solar system, it's weakening our electromagnetic field. So, during the summertime, our electromagnetic field is so weak that it actually let in more UV ray than normal. That's why it feels so hot. The planet is not getting hotter, it's actually getting colder. And that's why, when it comes to the winter, because of the electromagnetic disturbances that we're having, that's why we're getting these weird winter storms and these cold winter storms, because our sun is also behaving weird. And the behavior of our sun dictates the weather pattern on our planet. What I'm trying to say, this binary system is going to react to our electromagnetic field even worse. where these noises that we're hearing in the skies are actually going to get more frequent, more loud, and more obvious. And people can no longer ignore them. And at this point, they don't this the noise is not discriminating where it appear. It happened in big cities too. Places like New York, Chicago. They're hearing these noise. A lot of them at night. We're also going to be seeing electromagnetic waves flashing across the sky. I've seen those videos before. I know what they are. But what I mean is those videos that I've seen years ago are going to start popping up even more now on the internet. Why? Going back to what I've been saying before, we have a second sun with 7 planets, 4 moons. That's getting closer to us, which is something that's happened on a cyclical cycle every 3,654 years. It is a great time to be alive, folks. Don't fear this. I don't want you to. I'm not here to spread fear. I'm here to make you guys aware. I'll let you know what's really happening. I'm trying to be as transparent as I possibly can. And these events that we're now experiencing, they're going to escalate. They're going to. Famine is coming. I'm sorry to say it like that, but people have to start getting creative. You know, the more creative you are and the more self-sufficient you become, that's the only way you're going to live through this. That is the only way. Because we're going to come a point where the grid, the electric grid that we solely depend on so much, can no longer withstand what's happening on Earth. The grid is not going to be around forever. I'm sorry. The reason why I can say this confidently is because the Egyptian had electricity, vanish. The Atlanteans have access to electricity. They lost that privilege too. So if the Egyptian lost it, the Atlanteans lost it, other civilization lost that privilege. What make us any special? Good question, right? Think about that a sec. You think we're going to have this forever? No, we're not. And the time where those events are going to start unfolding, it's now. The noise, the trumpet coming from the sky, it's a warning, letting humanity know judgment is coming. And I'm not trying to be biblical, whatever. I'm just calling it, as I said, for what it is. This is the time when Earth is going to be judged. Earthquakes at a scale we have never seen. Hurricane at a scale we have never seen. Volcano eruption, the freak the consistency of volcano eruption at a level we have never seen. Weather pattern at a level we have never seen. All of this is going to escalate, and we have to accept it and know this is our new future. And there's nothing we can do about it. I just want to say thank you for watching my episode. Appreciate you all, and I hope this information helped.